Chief Galer you're very welcome back here to St. Clair Sports Complex in DCU for final number 2 of today of Finals Friday here with the AIG Ladies HEC Championship, and this one a very historic and special occasion for ladies football for the first ever International Lagan Cup final in 2026, where the home side DCU will face off against the British University champions, who are Coventry, the University of Coventry. And we welcome them here to Dublin for this fantastic occasion as well. DCU will contest 4 of the 7 finals this weekend. This is the first of their 4, and we'll bring you through our 2 teams first of all before we give you some background on a couple of the players and some things to look out for. There is one particular, won't say unique moment in this game, but there is something definitely to watch out for if it does happen at some stage. So we'll bring you through our 2 teams, starting off with DCU, who are first up. They have one change from the official programme, and we'll bring you through their teams. So starting off in goals, Iver Haynes, Siún McGuinn. Full back line, Iver Doe, Nisha Flynn. Iver 3, Cara O'Connor. Agus Iver Cahir. Maggie Maguire does not start. She is replaced by Iver Fahan, number 20, Lauren O'Hara. Half back line, Iver Cuig, Ava Lambert is partnered by Captain Aferna, Dervla Gunn, number 6, and Lucy Martin, Iver Shock, number 7. Lorna Porca then, Anya Maguire, Iver Hooked, and Lauren Rowan, Iver Knee. Half forward line, Leah Tyrrell, captain as well, co-captain with Isabel Cronin, Nessa McDermott, and full forward line of Ali Henry, Aoife Kenny and Emma Vance. And we'll bring you through our Coventry team just after we have our national anthem. And so to bring you through our University Coventry team, they're stood off in goals with Iver Hayne, Anna Draper, who is from the Warwickshire club, the only player from the British 24 ladies British clubs that are over there. Full back line then, Kate Madigan is partnered by Cueva Crossan and Emily Irwin, Iver Cahir, Iver Cuig, Emma Gallagher, Iver Shea, Catherine Campbell, agus Iver Shocked, Annie Gahan. Lorna Porca then, the Essentials Town's Tara Trainer, partnered by Aaron Gallen. Half forward line then of Aaron Ferguson, Iver Jet, Iver Hainjay, Cueva Connor, agus Iver Doyeg, Maeve O'Hara, and a full forward line of Niamh Gilmartin, Iver 3Jeg, Leah Conway, Iver Carjeg, and Hannah Hopkins, Iver Cuijeg. A couple of things to watch out for. Hannah Hopkins, who's wearing number 15 for Coventry, should we see a replacement number 33 come on for DCU. Catherine Hopkins, that is 2 sisters who are on opposite sides today in a rather unique occasion. So Catherine on the bench for DCU is the sister of Coventry corner forward Hannah, so one to watch out for there as well. Seamus Mulvihill is in charge of our game here today, and at half time as well, please stay tuned also on the stream, as we will have the international GA match, which I'll explain to you as the game goes on when there's a stoppage in the game. But we will have 16 international students who will be taking part in an 8-on-8 half-time game, which will be also shown on the live stream as well, and I'll talk you through that when it comes. But DCU and Coventry get us underway here just at 2 o'clock bang on the dot in our second final of the Friday finals here in the AIG International, first ever International Cup competition final. So the champions from Britain have come across the waters and will meet the home side DCU, and it is Coventry who are in the blue strip against DCU who are in their home yellow strip, and it is Coventry who get things moving here fairly quickly with an early attack, and they're trying to get in here through Tara Trainer. And Trainer lays it off here as far as Niamh Gilmartin from the Park Club in County Mayo. No foul there, says referee, and in fact overcarrying is the call, and DCU will get the early free. Across the entire weekend, all 32 counties of Ireland have players represented, and Warwickshire as well also represented here through the Sean McDermott club for Coventry goalkeeper Anna Draper, former soccer goalkeeper as well, played at high levels as well with Aston Villa and Derby County. Have to mention from the off, Coventry have said to me over the last few days in talking to them, they want to give a big mention to Roger Casements over in Britain, who are the GA club that they have all their affiliations with and look after them so well. So it's great to see so much great linkage between the different clubs across the water as well. The 24 of them, as I said, there's over 800 girls playing GA in Britain, and that number is only rising as Coventry go forward here, and it's truly a Conway. There's a duo from Park I should mention as well, and that's going to be a free, and a duo from Park GA club or LGFA over in County Mayo in the full forward line for the Coventry side. Niamh Gilmartin over 3 Jake and over Cara Jake, Leah Conway, both from the same club, good friends from back home. And Leah was the one who was fouled there. Leah was the player of the match in the Division 3 final for her club back in 2025. And the first strike and the first score, and it's to the University of Coventry in the international final, and it's tapped over by their free taker, who is a girl I know fairly well from home, from Mullingar, Maeve O'Hara from the St. Lomans club. Her brothers Fionn Ushin and Conan as well. Of course, there's plenty of AFL in that family as well. Fionn having played down under as well in the AFL in his early days in his career, and good battle here. The two number 9s meeting each other. Advantage there, Lauren Rowan and Darren Gallen meeting around the middle of the field, and it's the advantage for the DCU side, but advantage over is Leah Tyrrell from the Kilcullen side in County Kildare. Takes the ball into the tackle, and across the field now as DCU just settle themselves and bring forward the backs and just keep the 3 back in their own half just to settle things early on, looking for the 11th score. So early score for Coventry coming from the boot of St. Lomans and Westmead's Maeve O'Hara. As DCU go laterally across the pitch, Ali Henry was who played the pass there across to Anya Maguire, the Monaghan minor star from last year as well from the Taholland club, as DCU go in search of the leveller, and they're going to have a free and a chance for them to level things here. And in fact they've taken it quickly, but the referee has come back, and it was Aoife Kenny from Salins who tried to knock that one quickly, but Anna Draper, to be fair, in the goal was well alive to that one. So James Mulveal saying that the free has to be taken from the correct position. There'll be a chance for DCU to level up. Just over 3 minutes on the clock. If you missed the opening final, the HEC Cup final, an absolute incredible game of football. Double digits for the goals and the points in the game, as Queens are now winners. And it is Anya Maguire who levels up, so free each on either side, one from Maeve O'Hara, one from Anya Maguire, and we are level pegging here in our final number 2 for today, the first ever international final, as I said. On the sideline for DCU, should mention as well Aoibhinn O'Connor, who was the captain of the team that won in 2025 and is now in the management for 2026. She's looking for her 3rd bit of silverware as player and manager in the past 12 months, which would be phenomenal for her. Here goes Maeve O'Hara once again, and Maeve now expect her to be central to a lot of things that Coventry do in this game, and the referee saying that the advantage hadn't come, and a slap on the arm as O'Hara now deciding to take the quick tap and go. Referee has said that it's okay to go ahead, and Catherine Campbell takes it in now from the Naomh Nolia club up in County Donegal. Lays it off here as far as Hannah Hopkins, another Donegal player from St. Eunan's. That shot though, it's going to go straight into the hands of Siún McGuinn from the club down the road here in the Fina. She made a sensational save in that semi-final against Mary I as well, a game that you watch, have seen that save online a couple of times. She's two fantastic goalkeepers, I have to say, on show in this game. Isabel Croner from the Kildavin club tries that one into the forward line, and DCU just looking for something here through Aoife Kenny, and that one, it looks like it's going to go over the end line and out and wide. There's a nice ball in there from Isabel Cronin. And a random fact about players, Isabel played in the half-time mini-sevens in the All-Ireland final in 2019, and here she is playing in an All-Ireland final of her own at 3rd level here. And the kick out now going to be taken by Anna Draper. So she is representing the Warwickshire club themselves, Sean McDermott and all the fantastic clubs that are across in Britain. And good block down there. It's the 2 number 8s meet once again, Tara Traynor and Anya Maguire. I feel like it's going to be a feature of this game here today. And Maguire has won her free. She's already knocked over one. I think the referee is going to move her out a little bit. She was just coming in just a little bit too close. So Maguire now with a chance for her 2nd free of the game. If she can knock it over, it's a little bit further out. This one strikes it. Don't know if she likes to look at that one. No, it's gone to the right and wide. DCU were the Lagan Cup final winners against Mary by 7-14 to 5-14. An incredible game of football. Kate McAdam came off the bench to score 4-5, and that is the reason that they are here today. I said their manager Avian was captain of the Higher Education Cup winning side last year, manager of the Lagan Cup winning side this year, and they are absolutely flying. They're in 4 of the 7 finals. As I said, it's the kick out taken there by Anna Draper, and a man just to find Erin Ferguson. First touch for the Kilmore Moyes Mayo player. All of the players on the Coventry team, should mention as well, are trained to be in physio and health and dietetics. The university across there in Coventry, famed for that. It's a lovely ball inside. It's just going to drift a little bit too far, I think, and it was good goalkeeping there by Siún McGuinn, who managed to get that one clear. It was a lovely ball over the top, but it didn't quite work out, and it's Cronin now. Isabel just loses possession there around the middle and tries to play a short ball in. Referee deeming that was a foot tackle there. Cronin will take the ball back into possession. First touch really for Nessa McDermott over there from the Navan O'Mahony's club. Referee again calling a foot block there. That was Kate Madigan, Limerick minor footballer herself. 2025. Lovely ball inside. Not sure if it's going to drift a little bit too far, and the wind, I should mention as well, is still strong enough. It hasn't rained. I probably will jinx it by saying that, but it hasn't rained since we got here early morning, even though it was forecast to. And it's great that it hasn't. So Anna Draper now with her kick out already of the day. Draper now looking long into the midfield, and it's just gone over a couple of heads, and it was O'Hara who was up there challenging for it. In the end, it's O'Hara trainer. So the Meath woman back to the Westmeath woman. And O'Hara has the advantage. Very skillful player is Maeve O'Hara. I've seen her play for a number of years now from underage football up, and it's back to trainer. Trainer has movement on her outside here to Caoimhe O'Connor. And the Drumcliff Ross's points are a chance of a goal here possibly for Coventry if they can get in. It's struck and it's gone. It's gone over the bar. It's a lovely score. It's Erin Ferguson who gets it. I think she had half an eye on the goal there, but went with the left foot in the end and just got it over the bar. And a second score for Coventry to put them 2-1 to the good here. Just coming up to 8 minutes or so gone in this one. It's probably a little bit wishful, I think, to expect the insane scoring rate of the first game that we had to match and keep going the whole way up through all of the games. So certainly mightn't be quite the 11 goals and a lot of points that were scored in the last game, but certainly the standard is very direct, which is very, very positive and very hopeful for another fantastic game as DCU go in search of something here through Leah Tyrrell. It's Tyrrell over the top. Chance here for Ali Henry. Ali Henry back to Cronin. Cronin strikes it and it's tipped onto the bar, and a fine point in the end by Isabel Cronin. But that goalkeeper from Anna Draper, you can see why she is a soccer goalkeeper as well. Well able to tip that one onto the crossbar and over, and we are level pegging here at 2 apiece. Just coming up to the 10-minute mark. Fine save there from Anna Draper. I think Aston Villa and Derby, 2 clubs that she was involved with in soccer. And the kick out now from Draper out of the hands, up as far as the midfield, and Tara Trainer using that height. She was a minor Meath under 20 footballer last season as well. Probably expect her to be playing senior football probably for years to come. And it's lovely play here from Coventry, and they've managed to get through here, and it's in as far as Caoimhe O'Connor. Caoimhe has advantage. She decides to lay it off. Is there something it is for Coventry before advantage over? Oh, just a split second too late. O'Hara was in on goal, but the advantage had just run out time wise, so they have to come back for the free. And the tug of the arm is what's indicated by Seamus Mulvihill, and it should be a routine tap over free here for Erin Ferguson and Erin Chipsa. Well, it's just came off, I think, the toe of the boot rather than the instep, and it's just gone to the left hand wide. So still remains 2 points apiece here, and an entertaining direct football from both sides, it has to be said, early on. As the first real involvement here for vice captain Lauren Roner and the middle Laois footballer. Great to see her back playing football. She had her ACL a few years ago, and she's certainly back in the mix here for club and for county as well. Nessa McDermott now from the Navan O'Mahony's club, a tall athletic player, basketballer as well, so no surprise to see her slaloming her way through a couple of players, and that's going to be a free tug of the jersey on the Meath one. And a free in here for DCU. Just to give you a little bit on Coventry then. 24 GA clubs, ladies GA clubs, as I said, over in Britain. 800 plus girls playing the British Championships around next week as well, which Coventry will be in. And they'll be looking forward to that as DCU come forward here once again. And it's Lauren Rowan, good block down there, a couple of hands in there. And in the end, Coventry managed to get it out, and it's Erin Gallen from the Sean McCool's club up in County Donegal. He was met by Leah Tyrrell on the tackle there, but managed to get away from her. Off now to Catherine Campbell. Another one of the basketballers in the Coventry side, advantage over, says the referee, and play away. It's first we've seen of Emily Irwin, former ATU Donegal student as well, before she headed across to Coventry, and also has played soccer for Finn Harps as well. So another one of the many multi-talented sports stars on show in these finals here. It's not just the ladies football, there's just a little bit of everything about some of these players. And the shot comes in, and that's gone over the bar. What a fantastic score from Leah Conway from the Park Club in County Mayo. Superb score from her, and Coventry now go 3 points to 2 in front. Exactly what they were looking for. They had a fantastic run, as I said, getting here. They're the British University champions last March, beating Liverpool back to back, Liverpool John Moore's club, and they play their game of course in Warwickshire GA and Partnerhair, and across the water as well. Warwickshire, an area who've excelled in recent years in the men's and the ladies in football and hurling. It's great to see so many clubs coming through there as well. Advantage to Coventry here, and it'll be Tara Traynor who will try and burst through the middle. Another advantage here. She has support now if she wants the trainer. She decides she's going to go herself. The advantage looks like it's going to be over. She'll probably be brought back. Indeed she will. And no advantage coming. It's good defending there from Risha Flynn from the St. Maurice club. She mentions, well, there's many dual stars on show here in this final, as there will be in all the other finals as well, particularly in this one. There's quite a lot of camogie players as well. And the ball laid off here to Erin. Does Erin like the look of that one? Indeed she does, and so does the umpire. And lovely score, Erin Ferguson second, and it's 4 points to 2 now to Coventry. And Erin Ferguson will be very happy with her return so far, just coming up to the 14th minute in this one. And this game's absolutely flown by, fast paced just like the last one, and good to see good scoring rate as well. Only a couple of early wides for both sides to show in this one. It's been fairly good, accurate shooting as well so far. Only Maguire fouled there. She was the first scorer for DCU with her free. Out now to McDermott. And McDermott now under a little bit of pressure from Tara Traynor, who's been heavily involved in everything so far. Ball inside. First we've really seen out the field of Aoife Kenny. She's been inside so far in possession, and she's been penalised for over-carrying there. Referee deeming that too many steps, and good tackling from the Coventry duo. And they will take the ball out of defence here through Campbell. It's Campbell now striding forward, has supporting her shoulder. First you've seen of Annie Gaughan here. Player of the match in the Mayo Division 5 final last year from the Belmullah club. Back to Campbell once again. Campbell has players inside. Has gone for the kick pass. Brilliant ball inside. Now's a chance for Connor. Connor chips it, and Connor takes a sensible option, knocks it over the bar. And it's another one for Coventry. First point for the Drumcliff Ross's point player. Hopefully I got my facts right here, but I'm fairly sure she was an extra back in the Oscar-nominated film Wild Mountain Time with Emily Blunt and Jamie Dornan that was shot in Ireland. Fairly sure she was an extra in it, if I read my facts and stuff right. She's also a Sligo senior footballer as well, but she's chipped over that one there to put Coventry 5-2 to the good, and a lovely score from her. There was a potential for a goal. There was a 3-on-2, but in the grand scheme it's probably the sensible option there from the Sligo footballer. Caoimhe Connor is on the scoreboard. Here come DCU now, just looking for a little bit of a response there. Isabel Cronin now going across here to Erin Ferguson. Ferguson with a chance to bring DCU back into it with another one, and Ferguson likes to look at that one. No, it's gone to the left and wide. Wasn't sure if that one was over or not just from here, but it's been given as a wide, so it still remains 5 points to 2 here to Coventry. As I said, don't forget at half time with this one. Stay with us on the live stream as the international half-time game will be on with players from clubs and countries all the way from Colorado across to Tokyo, and we'll talk you through that game as well at half-time for the 15 minutes or so of the half-time break. Going forward here now is point scorer Erin Ferguson, once again looking for crossing, and it's crossing, or Connor I should say. Connor's been penalised. No, referee says there's going to be a penalty. And it's a penalty to Coventry. It's been won by Caoimhe Connor. Referee deeming that was a foul, and it's going to be a chance for the champions of Britain to get themselves a goal here, and it's going to be Leah Conway from the Park Club, who already has a point to her name who's going to be the one to try and knock this into the back of the net, and it's in. It's a goal for Leah Conway. A lovely penalty from the Mayo footballer, and Coventry off to an absolute flying start in this first quarter, low into the bottom corner. It was a good effort to save it by Siún McGuinn, but nothing she could do in the end. And the goal from Leah Conway, 1-1 for her now, and it's a fantastic start for Coventry. The kick out now taken on out as far as Lucy Martin from the Rathcoffey Club, and DCU just trying to get themselves back into this one if they can, as some dark clouds appear over the horizon. Hopefully, as I said, the rain will stay away. The wind is kind of a little bit all over the place. It's probably slightly more in favour of DCU, it has to be said, as Collins now sort of falls into that tackle. Referee says play away. Does really well to lay it back out as far as Anya Maguire. Anya off the left, doesn't like the look of that one though, and it's gone to the left and wide. That ball is gone, bounced off the fence and come back into play. I'd say for Coventry, I have to mention they're linked to Roger Casement, who they have a great partnership with. They've recently played the London Ladies in a senior football challenge as well to prepare for this. They were represented by 12 counties. They lost the Donaghy Cup semi-final last year to Marino, but 10 of that team are still on the panel today. And the likes of Loughborough, University of Birmingham and St Mary's would be their general opponents. They've only trained on Astro all year, so this should be suiting them very well, and so far it is. And they come forward here once again. That might be a free out for a charge, and indeed it is, and good call there by Seamus Mulveal. As I said, if you're joining us late, Hannah Hopkins on the Coventry team, number 15. Her sister is on the bench today for DCU as well, so potential sisters meeting each other in this one if number 33 for DCU appears on the pitch. And as DCU come forward here once again now, looking for Collins, who's been central to a huge amount of stuff they've done so far, but the shooting just letting them down a little bit there, and the wind catching it as well, and it's gone to the right and wide. So another wide for DCU. And Cronin unfortunately just slicing that one off to the right, so still remains here 1-5 to Coventry, 2 points to DCU. As it is, well, Cronin is certainly the one who's kind of run the show for DCU at the moment. Anytime they get in possession, and they're looking for her again, and here she is. She's in possession. Lovely ball over the top now. There's something on here for DCU. Referee, I think, spotted that tug of the jersey. Did really well to spot that because it was very subtle just before the ball came in. And the free is taken quickly. Is there a chance here for DCU possibly to get a goal in the back? And then ball strikes off the post. It's rattled off the post from Aoife Kenny. She was under all kinds of pressure there from the defender. She did really well to push them off, but her shot just coming back off the post and back into play. First moment of panic for Coventry, and a first real chance of a goal for DCU, not quite taken by the Kildare footballer, but it was a fine effort from her. She was under all kinds of pressure, as I said, and Coventry now just trying to get themselves out of their own 45 through Annie Gahan. As I won the several Mayo footballers on show here for the Coventry side today, and it's good solo in there. Fine play around the middle here, and a layoff there as far as Aaron Gallen, Donegal minor from a few years ago as well, and well met there around the middle by Lauren Rowan from St Joseph's down in County Laois. Off as far here as Connor. Cueva Connor has advantage, decides to go to the outside, and it's back inside once again here, but it's O'Hara who gets on it this time. Maeve decides to throw a dummy, throws another dummy, is met by a couple of yellow jerseys, strikes the ball, doesn't catch it too cleanly, and Siún does well to hang on to that one and drives it long out to the middle of the field. Depends on which way the bounce is going to go here, and it's bounced over Tara Trainer's head into the path of Cronin. Cronin now has support on her left shoulder, decides to use it in the form of Nessa McDermott. Nessa McDermott back to Cronin, look for McDermott once again. No, decides to go inside, good defending back there. Cueva crossing from Mostram Edgerstown in County Longford, the same club as some of my own family play for as well. She's well known down in those parts. A fine full back and a fine defender, and that's going to be a free to Coventry. It fell there on Annie Gahan. A drag down, and referee says tap and go is fine, and away they go, and it's Aaron Gallen once again. Gallen now looking around the middle. Fine defending, brilliant there from Derv Lagun from the St Bridget's club in Leitrim, the former under-16 captain for her county as well, and it's out to Maguire, and Anya's just met her in the middle there by Catherine Campbell. Referee says that the hand up there was around the waist, and it's going to be advantage here to DCU. The advantage still a go. Cronin has it, finds Kenny once again. Could she find the goal this time? She's already hit the post once, and referee says no, advantage coming, and it'll be a free in here. So just checking the watch here, 20 minutes gone in the first half, And that ball tapped over the bar, and it's another score for DCU just to get them back into it again. Brings them up now 1-5 to 3 points. So a second free for the home side, and Coventry will try work their way out. The wind has kind of died down a little bit here. There's spots of rain falling, but hopefully, as I said, the major rain will stay away. That kick out there, out looking for Aaron Ferguson, but it was well taken in there. DCU go once again here through Lucy Martin. Now Martin comes forward, has runners over the top, decides to go to right to McDermott. McDermott now inside here to Tyrrell. Tyrrell having a look at the target, strikes that one, but again just slightly off, and with the wind as well, going to push it out towards us here to this side, and it's to the right and wide. So I think DCU will just be looking for a little bit more composure, and they're shooting at the moment. They've plenty of chances. I think Coventry are going to be forced into an early substitution here, and it's Niamh Gilmartin who is gone off injured. And we'll check in a moment once you see the number of who it is who's come on for Coventry, but it's a pity for them to lose Niamh Gilmartin, one of the Park Mayo duo that were up there. But Niamh, unfortunately, the injury has taken its toll and has to be replaced. And it's O'Hara now, who's back there. And off to Aaron in the middle. Aaron Gallen, that is. A couple of Aarons on the team, of course. Up into the full forward here is Leah Conway, who already has a penalty to her name. Leah strikes it into the corner forward here. First we've seen of Hannah Hopkins in attacking sense, and Hannah's had her jersey pulled, and that is going to be a free in. A chance now for Coventry to extend their lead, which is 1-5 to 3 at the moment. And just a couple of running repairs across the pitch for both sides. We'll get that Coventry substitution in a moment, just so I can see numbers, just to see who it is who has come on. But it'll be a free in for Coventry here nonetheless. They've come here with a decent sized panel, Coventry as well. They've brought 13, DCU have 34, so plenty of choices on the bench for both sides. I think just DCU just having a couple of run repairs and some tactics just given in from the sideline as well. That Lagan Cup final that DCU were in against Mary I, an absolute belter of a game, a bit like the last one that was here, 7-15 to 5-14. Katie McAdam stealing the show, coming off the bench with 4-5. Whether she'll be needed today, she might be, possibly, as that free is just chipped in, but just just to the right and wide. So it remains the same, still at 1-5 to 3 points. And the kick out taken here now by Sue McGuinn, and it's out to the corner, but it's well taken in here by Erin Gallen. And Erin has support on her shoulder. She wants to, decides to use Caoimhe Connor. Caoimhe now chipping it into the forward line up as far as Conway. Penalty, as I said, to her name already, but she's had that one nipped off her toes and drilled down the sideline here. But Connor is there to take possession in once again, as DCU have also been forced into the changes out, which will bring you in a moment. And it's in, has a chance to shoot here, and again it's just curled off and tailed off at the vital moment. DCU have started with Lauren O'Hara, I should say. It's Coventry, I'm just looking to see. Still can't quite see the number over the far side. We'll get it out in 1 second, and the kick out has gone. Coventry substitute is Jessica Cull, who has come in, and she's the one who got hold of possession there a second ago. A chance to build the next Coventry attack, and it's their score on here for them. And it's hit off the post, and it's just gone to the left and wide. So Jessica Cull has come in here for Coventry for that injury from Niamh Gilmartin early on. Jessica from the Gael Fonnada club. She was nominated for the Donegal Sports Star of the Year a couple of years ago for gymnastics. So again, another multi-talented sports star. Short kick out this time from Sue McGuinn, looking for Lucy Martin, deciding not to go into the midfield where the hugely athletic players who are around there to save contesting for the ball, just try and hold on to possession. I think the referee has said just play away, and in fact it's going to be a free to Tara Traynor. It's hard out not tapping it first before she went, and I think she'll be forced to retake that one. So Coventry will be certainly happy with their opening 25 minutes of this one, still leading by 1-5 to 3 in what is certainly a fairly physical contest, as well as a very direct one as well. Lovely ball over the top now. There's something on here. There's a chance possibly for another score, and it's kicked over the bar. Lovely score there from Hannah Hopkins. And it's a fine score from the Coventry corner forward. I think that was a tug of a jersey there that Seamus Mulvihill has gone back in just to have a word with the DCU fullback, Cara O'Connor. Just noting her name, I think, for the tug of the jersey there. Possibly Hopkins might have had a chance to burst through on goal. The referee just announcing there that the advantage stands and the score stands. So Hopkins is on the scoreboard. A striker as well for Bonaghy United in soccer when she's up in Donegal. And she probably had her eyes set on the target there, the back of the net, but happy to take the point at the end and just extend her side's lead. DCU come out possession here. Dervla Gunn now. Gunn off to support player, and this one is Nessa McDermott here. And McDermott just having a look. Coventry have defended well, as we said. They're very touch tight back there in the defence when we have a look at it off camera. And it looks like it'll be Maguire who will take the free. She looked like she wanted to play on, but there was no advantage coming from that one. It's back to Martin who started the move earlier on. Back once again to Maguire, throws a lovely dummy there, has a look at the target, decides no, it's off inside. There's a chance of a goal here. Oh, it's across the face of the goal and wide, and it's Aoife Kenny who hit the post a good few minutes ago now, has struck that one to the left hand wide, and nothing coming for DCU from that one. It remains 1-6 to 3 points here, and we approach the last couple of minutes of the half. Or as I said, at half time we will have our international game as well. During the 15-minute break we'll bring you through the teams who are involved and the players involved in that, from France, the United States, Kenya, Mexico, Germany, El Salvador, Italy, Venezuela, India and Japan. And it proves to surely be a fantastic few minutes for them to play in the international half time here as well. The chance here for McDermott, has a look at the target, just doesn't fancy. The wind picked up I think just a little bit in the past couple of minutes. Slice to lay it off to Dervla Gunn. Referee says play away. Advantage coming to DCU here. It's Lauren Rowan coming through, and it's another strike, and it's gone to the left hand wide again. 3 goal chances maybe you could say for DCU that have not managed to find the back of the net. So coming up to the 28 minutes, just heading towards 29 minutes in the opening half. Still Coventry who lead here. Point from Caoimhe O'Connor, 2 points from Erin Ferguson. Penalty from Leah Conway to go with her earlier point, and most recent point from Hannah Hopkins have given the girls in blue the lead coming up to half time. Referee says nothing in that one, and it's Maguire who's met here by Ferguson. 2 fast athletic players meeting there around the arc. Comes out as far as Aoife Kenny here, and Aoife just trying to burst her way through the defenders as well, and that's a tug of the arm, tug of both arms probably I would say. And that will be a free into DCU here. And Oni Maguire, who's already registered on the free taking side today. Looks like she's going to have that her third, and indeed she does. Pops it over the bar. Another free for Oni Maguire, bringing DCU up to 4. So 5 point game here as we approach half time. 1-6 to 4 points. It's certainly been an end-to-end game. We've got good support here behind me on the sideline as well for both sides. It's certainly been very, very direct and plenty of chances for both sides. Some of the athletic players on the field here today, and they're really having to show their best here, and it's going to definitely be a foul. It's an advantage here for Lauren Rowan. She was fouled there by Erin Gallen. And the 2 number 9s meeting there. Gallen I think pleading her innocence, not coming though. Coventry managed just to knock possession out of the hands, but it's back as far as Ali Henry. Henry back here to Cronin. Cronin back to Maguire, who throws a dummy that Coventry don't fall for though. They managed to bundle 3 players around her and just hold her out a little bit. It's back to Cronin now once again, the playmaker at the moment. Decides to go backwards here just in search of some support. Finds it in McDermott. McDermott though up as far as Henry. Henry now inside here to Aoife Kenny. Kenny back again to Henry. Henry has a look at the target. Does she like the look of that one? No, she doesn't. It's to the right and wide. So another wide for DCU. I think they're shooting, just maybe not having them closer in this game at the moment. They'll want to try and rectify that in the second half as we head towards half time. Noel Lenihan over the far side, the Coventry manager, just giving out the instructions. And Draper now with the long kick out, but a strain that has brilliant fielding there from Lucy Martin, and Lucy trying to get the attack going here as quick as she can into Maguire. Back to Martin once again, and the half back just going forward. I think lose possession, but she's going to get the advantage after losing possession. Didn't have it for long enough, and it'll be a free in here for DCU. So we are just into added time here. It's at the discretion of the referee how long he plays. And Maguire just having a look at the target, but decides to go laterally instead across to McDermott, and McDermott back to Maguire once again, just trying to get a little bit closer for the shot, and it's gone to the left and wide. So DCU's wide tally just adding up a little bit here, and that'll disappoint them, I would say. And I think it looks like James Mulvihill is going to be calling for the ball for half time. Indeed he does. Half time it is here in the AIG International Cup final, the first ever, one of its kind. And at half time it is the home side DCU who are on 4 points, but it is the visitors Coventry, the champions of Britain, who are on 1-6, and they will lead the sides into the dressing rooms at half time with a 5-point lead, and they'll be very happy with their takings for the first half. Coming up in a couple of minutes we will have the commentary and talk you through the players who are taking part in the first ever halftime international here in DCU. So bring it through them first of all. They will be out in a couple of moments. They will be playing in 2 of the DCU kits. They'll be in the navy kit on one side.
Number 7 and 13 instead.
Lovely. And we've just got one. Yeah, we've got one change on the halftime sheet as well, which is that we have a number change more than anything else. So we have the amber yellow team who will be in the amber yellow DCU jerseys. They will be Logan Tidstrom, who is from Boulder in Colorado in the United States. We'll have Maxime Garlatti, who is from Toulouse in the beautiful part of France. We'll have Don Sheng, who is from Chicago, wearing number 4. And the player just out on the pitch now, Stephen Terrell, who is from Nairobi in Kenya. We have Johannes Berkemer from Stuttgart in Germany, Marianella Operesa from Caracas. We have Ryomi Matsuda from Tokyo, Naoki Matsuyawa from Tokyo, and Ryota Yamaguchi from Tokyo. So that is your yellow team. Your team in navy and blue then, we'll bring it through very quickly. Carmen Maria Ruiz Salas from Puebla in Mexico, Mateo Gallet from Toulouse in France, Nathaniel Destremau from Strasbourg, Mateo Glacial from Montpellier, Natalie Garcia from San Salvador, Emilio Piccione, who is wearing number 13 now, not number 3, is listed, from Toronto in Italy, and Harsha Manuel from India. So we'll bring you through the action here between the two sides, and credit to them who've been learning GA for the past year or so and are trying to push their skills into practice. So on the yellow team it's Stephen Tyrrell from Nairobi in Kenya who kicks that one out, and just on the yellow team as well we have a jersey change as well. Have to see who that is, possibly Maxime Garlatti, who's wearing number 13. But it's great to see these international players. Of course there are the guts of 500 or 600 GA teams across across the globe as well, and it's good to recognise that they are so heavily involved in the fabric of the GA outside of Ireland as well. As the team in the navy get themselves moving here down the far side, and it's Harsha Manuel who takes it in wearing the number 8, and he's got a bit of support over this far side here. We've got the extended team list here just to see, because there's a couple of names missing off the original one. So the rest of the team in navy then, we have Masato Ono from Tokyo, Yuki Nakamura from Tokyo, and Ryosuke Ushida from Tokyo as well. And these men and ladies have been playing, as I said, for over a year, and it's fantastic to see them getting involved in this one. That's the kick out taken now by Harsha Manuel. And there's some fine skills on show. You can see a couple of players who were well able to solo and catch us. They need to find catch there from Nathaniel Destremau, and Nathaniel goes forward here. Lovely ball inside. Is there a chance here of a goal, possibly the first score in the international? No, and it's well taken in by Stephen Tyrrell. Of course, Nathaniel Destremau coming from France. There's a huge showing for GA out there in France. They have a couple of all French teams as well. Should mention them. Ball inside here to Marianella. I wonder who will get the first score of the international season, we'll call it, the International Cup, at half time here anyway. And it's fantastic for all the players involved. The ball's kicked out and cleared out, and it looks like it's the first score. And no, it's a fantastic save. Well played there to the goalkeeper who managed to save that one. It looked like for all the world it was going over the bar, as Nathaniel tries to get forward but can't quite hold on to a tackle there coming in from Mateo Gallet. And Maxime coming out with the ball wearing number 13 here. And fine Nathaniel Destremau. I think there'll be some county teams who'll be looking to sign him up, possibly with his height and his ability to run and carry the ball like that. Ball over the far side here. It's taken in by Masato Ono, and the shot comes in, well held there by Stephen Tyrrell and cleared out. Stephen Tyrrell from the Nairobi. There are some GA clubs in Africa as well. We used to have a club in Cairo. There was an Irish Defence Forces one linked to Zambia at one stage as well. I've been involved in the setup for Equator Gales Uganda as well. There's a Simba Wolfhounds in Ghana. There's some fantastic clubs out in Africa, and of course not forgetting South Africa Gales, who were here a number of times, not just for the World Games. They're here playing Dublin back in 2011 I think it was as well. A chance here of an opening score. No, fine save by Stephen once again. Is this the opening score? No, still not, as Stephen decides the best way to do it is just to hoof it forward, and it's a fine save by the goalkeeper. So it's Ryoma Matsuda now who goes to take the ball. Tokyo of course have GA teams as well. There is Japan GA, there is the Tokyo side Samurai Gales as well. Have all these jerseys at home as well as an international GA jersey collector. So I'm well used to seeing a lot of these cities around the world having GA in it. As the ball here to Maxime Garletti, still looking for a scorer here. Hasn't quite got it. Is there a chance here? Possibly. No. Great save. And it's Nathaniel Destramo who managed to get in on that one, and it's out to Maxime Garletti. Tries to lay it forward here. It's taken in. And is there a break on here for the Navy side? Is this possibly our opening score? No, not quite. Taken off his toe there at the last second. And here go the DCU Yellows, the international side led by Logan Tistermoose in goals. Lovely hand pass there. And a chance now for the Blues. No, it's very, very intense stuff. It's reminiscent of the 1.5 ladies finals we've had so far. Just haven't had a score in this one yet. Is there a chance possibly now? No, good block down there. It was Maxime Garletti from Toulouse is the one who blocked it down. And Stephen Tyrrell from Nairobi with the kick out. The United States of course have endless amount of GA clubs. The guts of 200 I would say at this stage, and of course the championships in Chicago and New York tend to lure a lot of Irish out there for summertime as well. Is this the chance here? And it's driven in. No, foot block. Referee says no. And Marianela Opereza from Venezuela sees her effort blocked. Central and South America, plenty of teams as well. You can go down as far as Cuenca del Plata down in the south of Argentina. You can have Santiago O'Reilly down there. And in Argentina GA, plenty of Irish links of course between my own Westmeath and Argentina. And there are GA clubs who have appeared as well. In Paraguay you have the Chile team, you have Lima Gales in Peru. And there are teams coming up all over the place. And it's the same in Central America as well. You have Los San Patricios in Mexico, the official Mexican GA team as well. And plenty more coming up. There's getting to the stage where you'd rarely go to a country in the world and not find a GA club. I've been to 115 countries and I'm pretty sure in almost all of them I've seen a GA club around the world somewhere. Is this their opening score? Oh, it's just fumbled at the last second there. And Harsh Emmanuel thought he had it, and it's a collision there between himself and another player. Lovely to see these guys showing off their skills as well, and to be fair, quite a few of them have certainly got the knack of the game. There's a lot of natural talent about quite a few of them. Ball played up in the air, lovely contest in the air. There's their chance here for the Navies to try and clear their lines, and they do. Hand pass off here. Matteo Gallet getting involved in that one as the rain just unfortunately starts to come down here a little bit now. Is there a chance here possibly for ball in the back of the net? No, it was a chance there for Johannes Burkhamer from Stuttgart. Put that one in the back of the net, just went wide in the end. Germany, if you haven't looked up Darmstadt GA club before, look them up. An all German hurling team, the only one of its kind in Germany. And they're a fantastic bunch of lads. I met a few of them, met Teen and a few of them back at the last World Games in Derry 2023. Of course the World Games for the GA and the LGFA in Camogie will be coming up in Waterford at the end of July. I worked at the last ones up in Derry and it was absolutely a fantastic event, and so many of these players who are on show here today might have their chance at some stage, maybe with a club in life, as there's a chance. Is this our first score? Yes, we have a score, and it's come from Marianela. It's Marianela Opereza from Caracas in Venezuela who gets the score on the board, and a fantastic moment for her, and well done to the yellows for getting themselves off the board here. And Carmen Maria Ruiz Salas from Mexico knocking that one forward, just tracking back here now to do a bit of defending, and Maria, she does very well there, does Carmen. Carmen getting the cheer from the sideline as well, and it's Masato Ono coming down the line, and Carmen just intercepted at the last second by Logan, and the call is coming in as we near the end of our international game here, but credit to all the players who have given it all. Is there another score in it here just before the end? Ball's played back outside here as far as Maxime. And Maxime lays it off again as the rain starts to come down here once again. And it's back as far as Maxime. Maxime strikes it, and she strikes it over the bar. Score for Maxime Garletti. And 2 points for the yellow side. And both the ladies on show, Marianella and Maxime, have got themselves a score. And is there something here for the Navy? Can they find the back of the net? They can! And it's Matteo Galle from Toulouse who buries the ball into the back of the net. And the Navy side find themselves a score that might just win the game. Of course, they're all winners here. Everyone trying it. And it's going to be a free the other way, I think, for Steps. As here goes Nathaniel once again. He'll be looking for a contract of some sort, I would say, at this stage. And is he in for a score here? No, he isn't. It's good defending, and Stephen is there in the goals as well, just to clear things out. As far as the point scorer, Marianella off outside. Play back into Ryoma Matsuda. Ryoma decides to go back here to Stephen, who is a fine punt on him. Well able to drive over the bar from there. I'd say if you gave him the chance, it's into Marianella. She's going to have a look at the target here. She a fine soul of the ball. Burst forward here. Is there one last moment of the game? I think the referee is looking for a full-time whistle here. It's drilled in by Harsh Emmanuel. And is there a final score here for Masato? Oh no, and it's into Natalia, but the final whistle is gone. Congratulations and well done to all the 16 of those players who took part in the first ever international half-time game. Logan Tidstrom from Boulder in the United States, Maxime Garlati from Toulouse in France, who was a point scorer, Don Cheng from Chicago, Illinois, Stephen Terrell from Nairobi in Kenya, Johannes Berkemer from Stuttgart in Germany, Marianella Opereza from Caracas, Venezuela, Ryomi Matsuda, Naoki Matsuaza and Ryota Yamaguchi all from Tokyo. On the blue team, Carmen Maria Ruiz Salas from Puebla in Mexico, Matteo Galle, who got the goal from Toulouse, Natalia Destromau from Strasbourg, Matteo Glacial from Montpellier, Natalie Garcia from San Salvador, Emilio Piccione from Italy, Harsh Emmanuel from India, Masato Ono, Yuki Nakamura and Ryosuke Ushida all from Tokyo in Japan. So congratulations to all 16 of our international players as they get their joint team photo together, and well done to them. So just about to get ourselves underway here for the second half of our second final of the day, the International Cup, the first of its kind, as I said. With a first of its kind half-time game. And now we have a first of its kind second half to finish off here to see where the trophy is going for 2026 for the first time ever. Early substitution in the first half, as I said, Niamh Gilmartin had to go off. The Park Mayo footballer injured early on in that game, replaced by Jessica Coll, who was on wearing number 17. And for DCU, just in case you're joining us late, number 20, Lauren O'Hara, started in the corner in place of Maggie Maguire from the start of the game. So number 20 and number 17, two numbers which have come on or started from the first half. So just check and see if there's any substitutions from either side. Numbers look pretty correct. If we spot any, we'll let you know, but it looks like teams are as they were. See 17 Jessica Coll up in the corner here. So we're just about to get our second half underway. So well done again to our international stars who played the first ever international half-time game. And the score at half-time here from this one, Coventry 160, DCU 4 points. Seamus Mulvihill gets us back underway once again. 1:45, so 30 minutes to decide where the AIG International Cup is going for the first time ever. Is it staying where it is currently on the table beside me here in DCU, or is it heading back across the water on the flight to the West Midlands over to Coventry? And Cueva Crossing going forward here, trying to ensure that it is Coventry who take it. They'll be looking to try and add to their tally. So far as Tara Traynor with the first strike on goal. Is that one going to hang? Is it going to go over? It's gone over the bar. Lovely score from Tara Traynor, and the opening score at a half inside the first minute or so goes to the Coventry side, and they will lead by 1-7 to 4 points. So they'll be very, very happy with their start to the second half, starting it kind of the way that they finished it, as the rain just sort of threatens to come down here. It's coming down a little bit, and hopefully it will not stay around for too long, all going well, as DCU now try and get themselves forward here, and it's up as far as Nessa McDermott, but good hands in there, a couple of Coventry hands going in, and Campbell is in support. If Maeve O'Hara decides to look for her, instead decides to go back to the point scorer Traynor. It's nice football here from Coventry, and it's Campbell who takes it now, and you can see the blue jerseys streaming forward to support her. Up as far as Leah Conway, who scored the penalty in that first half, has been met there by Cara O'Connor and chipped inside. Is there another score on here? And here goes Connor. She's going to fancy her chances, looking for targets. Back again to Conway. Oh, good defending back there. A couple of DCU players are back there. Cara O'Connor got back there, and I think Nisha Flynn did as well. Really good defending there from the pair of them just to stop the goal chance that was coming in. It's Lucy Martin now who's trying to move DCU out on the right lines once again. They trail by 6. They're going to need to find scores as soon as they can, just try and get themselves back into it. Although if it's ending like the last game with 11 goals in the last one, you wouldn't be surprised if a few goals did come in as players start to tire a little bit defensively. It's been very, very strong from both sides so far, and it's Caoimhe Connor who has been the star of the show for Coventry so far in terms of getting everything moving and everything going. An absolutely superb footballer. And it's out to Tara Traynor, another one who's been to the forefront for Coventry, and Tara just lose possession, manages to get it back. She's going to have advantage though. I think there was a chop down on the arm, as spotted well by the referee. Good spot by Seamus Mulvihill. That'll be a free in to Coventry here. DCU, to be fair to them, plenty of options on the bench, plenty of goal scoring options, probably none better than Kate McAdam with her 4-5 the last day off the bench in the semi-final, or in the Lagan Cup final I should say. So they may be calling on the likes of her fairly soon, as Connor now strikes it towards goal. It's a good strike, but Siún McGuinn is not going to be beaten by a shot like that. She's far too good for that, as she showed in recent games as well. Ball goes out there, collision between a couple of players. I think Leah Tyrrell has just taken a little bit of a bang as the DCU physio comes in, and Seamus decides just to call a halt to the game for a minute. Leah, who was on a winning Leinster side with Kildare back in 2024, Division 1 winner in 2023, and her twin Amy is also involved in St. Pat's as well. So another player who's well experienced and plenty of silverware behind her already in her early days of her career. My first ladies commentary gig was actually on a Kildare game, an All-Ireland final back in 2022, where a friend of Leah's, have to give her a shout out, I know she's watching, Caoimhe Egan is watching in, gave me a little bit of info on some of the Kildare girls playing here today. And now we see Leah just making her way back. She seems like she's going to be alright. Don't think DCU have a need for substitution, but over on the far side you can see the sideline there of Avian O'Connor and the likes of Sarah Mara, Ruth Lennon and everyone else just having a little bit of a think about maybe what needs to be done just to try and change things up a little bit. They had their chance in the first half and they just needed to take maybe a couple more, but to be fair to Coventry, defensively they've been on song. They've got Katie Madigan, Caoimhe Cross and Emily Irwin performing very well back there. Limerick, Longford, Donegal trio back there. Seamus Mulvihill decides it's going to be a throw ball here, I guess, between the two number 8s once again, between Tara and Anya. Two towering players who've had such a big impact on this game already, only a couple of minutes into the second half, and that one is won by Anya, and she does really well and gets it off to Lucy Martin, who has her advantage and will get things going. This Tyrrell, who's back on her feet, plays it back to Derv Gunn. Gunn now trying to find a way through the blue shirts in the middle, and they've funneled themselves back and are just keeping the 3 up front that is required. Everyone else is back doing their defensive duties. Lucy Martin now, Martin to McDermott. McDermott has support on her shoulder, decides to go with Ali Henry, and it's over the far side once again there with Tyrrell. There's good movement here between the trio, the half forwards, and it's inside once again. Great hands there from Ali Henry, who did really well just to hang on to that one there. It was a little bit of a wobbly sort of pass. Martin has come forward, has Cronin on her shoulder, decides to use her. Blue wall has just been put up around the arc, and it's sort of asking DCU to break it down if you want, and indeed they do. And it's a lovely ball inside, their chance on here. Possibly a few steps, but a good turn over there in the end. And a fine hand in by Coventry cornerback, or halfback, I think it was Ava Lambert, possibly got the hand in there, but Caoimhe Connor comes forward here once again, and she has support on her right hand side here from Erin Ferguson if she wants, decides to launch it in long as far as Conway. She knows she can do a bit of damage, has Nisha Flynn to try and cope with here, and Conway having a look at the target, deciding to strike it. Does she strike it over the bar? And she does. A lovely score there from Leah Conway. And Coventry, another one to add to the board, 2 points in the second half. Leah Conway's tally up to 1-2 now. She had made a great angle for herself, and I thought at the end maybe she'd just taken a step or two too far, but managed to just curl it back inside the far post. And a fine score from her. And Coventry now certainly on the up, leading by 1-8 to 4 points here. And here they go once again. It's into O'Hara, who's been curtailed a little bit in the last 15 minutes or so just before the half-time break, but back again involved into Connor now. And the referee spotted another tug of the arm there, and Erin Ferguson is the one who's fouled, and that will be a free in for Coventry. So they lead by 7 points here, and we are 7 minutes into the second half. So with 23 minutes or so to go, DCU are going to have to find something in their locker, whether it be in the form of Kate McAdam. As the free is taken, it looks like it's going to sail over the bar. Indeed it is, and Conway has 2 in a minute, 1 from play and 1 from a free. And the Coventry lead just extends out now to 8 points. And the side looking for the first international trophy ever in ladies football, ladies university football, are well on their way to it at the moment, and they've got a substantial lead, but it will be up to DCU now just to try and turn things around if they can. And Ava Lambert there definitely fouled the Blackhall Gales player, former Maynooth Secondary School student. Foul back there in the half back line as DCU come forward here once again, and McDermott, who's probably been one of the standouts for DCU so far, tries down forward. Lovely ball into Maguire, who's been everywhere. There's very few plays she hasn't been at the moment. I think Maguire just went down a little bit heavily there on her ankle. She's just hopping back up, and the free is taken and the referee's allowed it. I thought the play might have been stopped there for Maguire, but play away it is. Maeve O'Hara now takes the ball out of defence and finds her half back in Emma Gallagher from the Castlebar Mitchells club, a fine soccer player as well. On to Annie Gahan, who we've seen a fair bit of in this game. Back to O'Hara, and O'Hara just looking up, see who is in support of her. Happy to hold on to possession though, she's more than comfortable at doing. She has been ever since I've seen her play football. And inside, and here goes Conway, who's been the real star of the attacking show here for Coventry. And does she like the look of that one? I think it's going to clip off the post and just go to the left and wide, but there's going to be a free in. The referee saw the tug of the arm and no advantage, and just putting off the shooter at the last second, and it's going to be a free in here for Coventry, and a chance for them to extend their lead. They lead by 1-9 to 4, and Noel Lenihan, the carry man over on the far side for Coventry, just cheering on his side. And the free taken quickly. Great defending back there though. Dervla Gunn doing really well to get back for DCU. Still under pressure, and that's going to be steps. It's going to be a free out here, and a chance for the ladies in yellow just to get themselves out of the back line if they can. That's the time is not really on their side at the moment. We're heading up to 10 minutes gone the second half, 20 to go. They find themselves 8 behind. They're going to need scores fairly quick. Here goes McDermott now. And that's McDermott just calling for players to look for it. Leah Tyrrell is the one who takes it. Here goes to Kilcullen Star, having a look up, manages to find Anya Maguire, and it usually spells danger when she gets hold of the ball, and it's going to be a free. And even though Coventry turned it over, it was foul definitely. Anya Maguire now just going to have a look at the target. Probably a sensible option just to tap this one over, take the score, get DCU off the mark in the second half. And the call from the sideline is just to put it over, and indeed she does, over Anna Draper's head. And another one for Anya Maguire brings DCU up to 5 points, and brings Coventry's lead down to 7. That's a kick out now from Anna Draper. Anna now driving that one out to the 45. There's nobody around Lucy Martin there who's able to take it in. Comfortable as you like. It's into McDermott. McDermott having a look at the target. Is she going to fire towards goal? She is. Does she like the look of it? No, just to the right and wide. So just a shot, letting Nessa McDermott down there. Navan O'Mahony star, fine club footballer as well. And Draper now with her second kick out in the last minute or so, and this time manages to find her player and finds Seneschalstown's Tara Traynor, who's been a real engine in this team as well. Tara going forward here, trying to get through the midfield, has Connor in support over there, decides to go for Gallen instead. Here goes Aaron Gallen. Gallen now having a look at the target. The wind has kind of died down. It's a little bit swirly, if anything else, probably putting players off wanting to shoot. Connor goes back here to Conway. She won't have a problem with shooting though, and why not, because she has landed that one straight between the posts, and it's another superb score from Leah Conway. 1-4 now for the Park Mayo forward. A penalty, a free, and 3 points from play. 2 of them absolutely superb scores, the last 2 that she's got, and the Coventry lead is now back out to 8 points, and they're up to double digits on the point score as well. 110 now to 5 points as they go forward here once again through Erin Ferguson, who's already got 2 points to her name today. Having a look at the target, does she fancy a third? I think that one is going to be well held there by Shune. Does really well in the goals and manages to get the ball out here. Isabel Cronin is in support of her head if she decides to have a look for her. No, just brings the ball out. That was Nisha Flynn, I should say, who brought the ball out here up as far as McDermott. Has Cronin off her shoulder. Nessa now just having a look up ahead, but it's well defended back there. Coventry defenders probably, as I said, a bit like the last game, aren't going to get a huge amount of headlines because of the scorers. But to be fair to Emma Gallagher, she was absolutely superb there, not for the first time in this game. It's out now to Caoimhe Connor. Caoimhe once again putting the head down, just trying to find a little bit of space, just barging off a couple of tackles. The new tackling rule probably suiting the likes of a player like that who wants to get through tackles rather than being dragged back for having to be stopped. Balls inside now to Traynor once again. Traynor dodging through a load of tackles, managing to find Hannah Hopkins in space. Hopkins has a look at the target just off the right hand side of the boot and wide, but the lead stays at 8 points. No movement on either bench so far, and we're just heading towards 15 minutes into the second half, so the third quarter coming to an end. Not sure what points are either side going to. Spring changes, of course. Niamh Gilmartin had to go off early for Coventry in the game, replaced by Jessica Cobb, but that was an enforced substitution. But they seem happy with the way things are at the moment. As Nessa lays it off inside now as far as Aoife Kenny now. Is she going to bear down a goal here? Possibly. Coventry converge on her, but she still gets around the ball and strikes it just to the left and wide. And it's going to be a penalty, in fact. Yeah, there was no advantage there. And the referee has deemed that that is a penalty, so Aoife Kenny's shot going wide. Well, it doesn't matter. She's going to have a chance to find the back of the net. I think the referee just going in just confirm with umpires possibly, but it is a penalty. And in fact, deeming that there was a clear foot block going in on Aoife Kenny. Now a chance for Aoife, the Salon star. What's she going to do here? Left or right against a top soccer goalkeeper, a top GA goalkeeper. What does Kenny do? Kenny strikes it, and Draper's there to make the save. And it's Anna Draper who makes a save. It's blocked down though. Still a chance for DCU. Dangerous to be cleared yet, and it's Kenny who does brilliantly to get back at it. Plays it back outside. Is there something on here for Cronin? Cronin strikes, and the ball is cleared off the line. It's still there. Still hasn't gone into the back of the net. Somehow, how are Coventry surviving this? And they managed to get bodies around the ball. Ali Henry with the chance there for DCU. It's still going. It's still in the hands of Henry. Is she going to get a shot away? Referee says no, and it's a free out, and Coventry have survived. Somehow they survived that. Well, what a save from Anna Draper. You could tell that all the soccer experience she has just came to the fore there. Made herself nice and big. Got down low to save the penalty. And Coventry's lead remains intact at 110 to 5 points. That could have been a game-changing moment had the ball gone into the back of the net. But Coventry now have escaped. And Aoife Kenny, to be fair to her, wasn't a bad penalty at all, and she did really well to block down the kick-out clearance for the rebound and nearly got DCU in again. But Coventry have held firm, and up the other end now, here goes Leah Conway. It's going to be a big swing in the scoreboard here. If Connor can manage to get a score, she has advantage. At the worst, it's going to be a free in, and Caoimhe Connor is happy to take the free and slow it down. And what a turnaround that could be in the game as we head into the last quarter. Connor strikes it, and Connor strikes it over the bar, and it's a big moment in the game. You feel a penalty missed at one end for DCU, and down the other end Caoimhe Connor knocks over a free, and suddenly instead of being 110 to 1-5, it's now 111 to 5. So Coventry will be absolutely delighted with that one. And a foul there on Lucy Martin, just looking for a bit of support there. I think really here goes Anya Maguire now, who's been absolutely a sensation for DCU from start to finish. And I think that's going to be a free against her though, unfortunately. Probably a little bit unlucky there. She did change direction as the referee deemed. And here goes Caoimhe Connor now, wasting no time. Here just trying to get her team moving up once again. Out to Ferguson. Ferguson now having a look across the field just to see is there any support. Decides to solo on the left and try and take on Maguire on the outside if she can. Has a look at the target. And the referee, I think, spotting something off the ball, spotting a tug of the jersey off the ball on Leah Conway. And the Mayo footballer getting the free here and a chance for Coventry to extend the lead out further. So 1-11-5 it remains. We are into the final quarter here in the first ever AIG International Lagan Cup final. And Leah Conway strikes and Leah Conway scores, and it's another one for her, bringing her up to 1-5 now for the day. And the Coventry lead is out to double digits for the first time in the game, 1-12 to 5 points. And defensively they have been absolutely rock solid. But DCU aren't going to give up without a fight though. But it's a turnover from Coventry, and there's a 4-on-3 here if they can get it. It's Tara Trainer who turns it over, ball's played inside, great defending back there. Still comes out though to Caoimhe Connor, and Connor has a look at the target. Is she going to be swallowed up by a couple of DCU players? She is, but she's going to get advantage. She's still going through on goal there. In fact, Caoimhe Connor, it's in the net. It's a goal. Caoimhe Connor gets the advantage and she takes it in full style, back of the net. 2-12 for Coventry, 5 points for DCU. And is that the moment that possibly means that the International Cup is heading across the water? As a substitution coming in here now for DCU. And it looks like to me number 17, Ella Riley, is the one who's coming on. Indeed it is. As the Westmeath Camogie PRO, Ella is down as obviously as a Longford footballer, but she also plays Camogie with us in Westmeath. So delighted to see her getting a few moments on the pitch. And Ella straight into the action here, and she's fouled. And she will earn her free, Ella from the Mostram Club in County Longford as well. And the ball driven forward here now. There's something in this for DCU. They're going to have to get goals realistically. Time-wise, points are not going to be enough for them unless they can cam Coventry back in their own half here somehow. But it's Lauren Rowan who's looking to make a difference here. And Lauren is going across, but taken straight off her. And what tackling that was there from Catherine Campbell. Nothing you could do about that one. And here goes Caoimhe Connor now. Absolutely flying this game, 1-2 to her name, and several assists as well, up to Leah Conway, 1-5 to her name. And Leah tries to take on Cara O'Connor here if she can. Leah has a look at the target, and it's the same story once again. Leah looks at the target and Leah scores. It's 1-6 for her now. And Coventry up to 2-13. It's DCU's 5 points. And the side from West Midlands absolutely flying here. All in Roger Casement's GA, I'm sure, back across the water. Absolutely loving this as well. And it's fantastic for Coventry at the moment. For DCU, it's just not quite going the way that they wanted, but maybe they can get a change here. Ella Riley now clips it forward. There's plenty of yellow jerseys in this attack here. Nessa McDermott looking for the movement here of Cronin, finds Cronin. Now there's space over the top, and maybe a chance here for Emma Vance. Haven't really got to mention her too much in this game. Back to Cronin once again, pushing the back. Referee says no, and it looks like it's going to be play away. Cronin somehow manages to come out with the ball, and it's going to be a free in here for DCU. Lovely layoff there from Emma Vance. It was to find Cronin. Emma was one of the goal scorers in that Lagan Cup final as well. Her old GA manager at Plunkett's tells me she's one of the best catchers of a football that he's ever seen. And a free now for Isabel Cronin for DCU. And unfortunately just goes to the right and wide. And it's just been those wides for DCU that have generally kind of caught them out in this game and stopped them having a bit of a better look on the scoreboard even. But for Coventry, this is exactly where they are hoping to be heading into the last 11 minutes of this one. This is our second final course today. Make sure and stay tuned on the live stream for next one's coming up here at 4 o'clock and 6 o'clock as DCU now possibly getting themselves on the scoreboard. Lovely score there, and Leah Tyrrell from Kilcullen knocks that one over. Fine score from the Kildare footballer. I'm sure her friends Caoimhe and Co are loving seeing her getting on the scoreboard, and brings DCU now up to 6 points. They'd have hoped for a lot more on the scoreboard, I think, the home side. But this is their first of 4 of the 7 finals that they are challenging in as a college, which is absolutely incredible, including of course the big one tomorrow, the O'Connor Cup that they will be in up on the grass pitch here in St. Clair's, which will be also available to watch online, of course, as well. And lovely possible 1-2 on here. Erin Ferguson decides to not play the return pass, and Maeve O'Hara keeps going though ahead of her, and now takes in the return pass. Lovely play there between Ferguson and O'Hara, and lovely layoff as well here into Erin Gallen. And Gallen has a look, she's got space, has a look at the target. Oh, that's a beautiful score. If it's over, no, it's just gone off and drifted off in the wind at the end. It would have been a fantastic score had it gone over, but the Coventry lead still well intact here at 2-13 to 6 points, as we have 9 minutes or so plus whatever James Mulvihill decides to add on the scoreboard. Has the kick out is fielded well in there by Hannah Hopkins and inside to Leah Conway, and Leah has advantage, and Leah looks the target and Leah scores. I'm trying to think how many times have I said that today. Well, it turns out that Leah's won 7. That's probably the number of times that I've said it. Absolute superb play in this game from the Park footballer. A penalty in the first half, 2 frees, 5 from play. She has been absolutely unstoppable, and I'm sure is in contention here with Aisling Cleary and Dominic and the rest of the gang who are selecting our player of the match in this one. As DCU come forward here, and it's Ella Riley now bursting forward. She's come on as plenty of the balls, and she come on as well. Ball in there to Tyrrell, and Tyrrell drives it forward, but it's well held there by Anna Draper, and Anna drives it out long into the midfield, where there were 3 or 4 Coventry jerseys there, but they've all kind of muddled up with each other, and Nessa McDermott decides to take control instead. Nessa inside here to Aoife Kenny, and Aoife now trying to cut inside. Lovely turn there from Aoife, trying to find a way towards goal, pulling the back, and certainly going to be a free in. And that would be a chance now for Anya Maguire. Might just be happy enough just to take the point and just keep the scoreboard ticking over, perhaps. She's already knocked over 4 frees today. She's a fine free taker, superb footballer, superb athlete overall. Monaghan football is certainly in good hands if it's the likes of her playing around the middle in future years. Decides to take the short one, and she's hounded by any number of Coventry jerseys. Decides to go back to Cronin and take the sensible option, but Cronin strike unfortunately just off the right side of the boot and out for a goal kick here for Anna Draper and for Coventry. DCU lining up triple substitution over the far side as we take the kick out here. And DCU going forward here once again, and it's inside here to Hannah Hopkins now, and Hannah Hopkins going through on goal. Hopkins having a look at the target and blasted over the bar. Another score there from Hannah Hopkins. A fantastic score from her. Coventry now also lining up a substitution of their own as DCU make a triple substitution here. Just looking to see who it is who's going off. And Emma Vance is one who's gone off, so too has Lucy Martin. Looking to see who's come on. Ella Riley is wearing 17, is already on the pitch. I think number 25, Aisling Cawley, I think it is, who's come on from the Collection Club. And number 18, Leah Fitzachary from Fingalians has come on. So 2 substitutions who are definitely on. We'll try and get hold of the third. It is Aisling Cawley from Collection who is on as well. So DCU now just trying to get something out of the last few minutes here, and Ella Riley has had a hugely positive impact, and that's a brilliant ball inside here. And is there a chance now for Aoife Kenny? Can she get something out of it? She can get a lovely score, and the advantage goes her way, and Aoife knocks that one over and brings DCU up to 7 points. It looks like it's going to fall short for the ladies in yellow, the home side, with Coventry leading by 2-14 here to 7 points. And time, I think, more so is going to go against them. A substitution here for Coventry as well. Coming on is number 22. It looks like Aisling Cullen from the Gale and Shunner Club in Leitrim. So she is on the pitch as well. And she has replaced Hannah Hopkins, who scored the last one there for her side as well. As DCU now will look to try and mount another attack here, coming from the sideline. Good ball inside there. There's a good quick sideline there from Aisling Cawley as well to try and get things moving. Dervla Gunn is the one who's fouled, and that'll be a free into DCU. So Gunn now going forward. Don't forget, at the end of the game, of course, we'll have our presentation. Stay with us here, and we'll also have a chat with the player of the match as well. And then straight after that, we'll be moving into our build-up for the next game at 4 o'clock, the Donaghy Cup, as that's going to be another foul there on Aoife Kenny. And DCU will try and possibly go for goal here, I would say, if Anya Maguire decides to try and bury it into the top corner of the net from a distance. Maguire has a look at the target, does go for goal, and it's flicked over the bar, and it's another free there for Anya Maguire. 5 points from frees for her for the game. DCU now up to 7 points, up to 8 points I should say, and 2-14 for Coventry. So as a contest, it looks like that Coventry are in line with about 5 minutes left to take the title here, unless something happens here. And it looks like it's going to be a Coventry ball. So Ella and Aaron just fighting the toss here over who was getting the sideline, but it goes the way of the ladies in blue in the end. And here goes Aaron Gallen now. And Aaron now to Caoimhe Connor. Caoimhe going through here once again as a look at the target. Curls that one in off the right, and it's a lovely score there from Caoimhe Connor. And a fantastic score for her and for Coventry. Another one for them, bringing them up to 2-15 now for the day, to the 7 points for DCU. And little they DCU unfortunately can do about the likes of Conway and Connor, who between them have 210 of the tally of 215. A fantastic return from the duo there, as Ella Riley now clears her lines for DCU, but Catherine Campbell is in there once again. She was heavily present in that first half, has more defensive duty kind of in the second half. And another chance here of a score, and that ball played outside. Ellen Cleary from Bruncrana has also come on for Coventry, should mention as well, into the forward line where number 18. I think Shane van Vigel just going to throw that ball up by the looks of it. So a couple of Coventry substitutions, 22 and 18. So it was Ashton Cullen and Ellen Cleary both came on. One Leitrim, one Donegal, as the throw ball will come up here. We are into the last 2 minutes or so, plus whatever's added on by the referee at the end. That's a foul there on Anya Maguire. Incredible take, one-handed there. And O'Reilly now just looking to find somebody just to get the ball out to, finds Nessa McDermott. And Nessa now just trying to solo her way up the field, but it looks like as we head towards the final minute or so that the International Cup, for the first time ever, the new addition to the lineup of the AIG Ladies Higher Education Championship, is going across the water. Probably in the true international sense. Oh, a hefty collision there. That was a nasty collision. 2 Coventry girls going in for the same ball there, coming in opposite directions. And that might need a little bit of a brief stoppage there. Hopefully the 2 girls are all right. But I said the International Cup is going to be heading across the water, and the celebrations in Warwickshire and around Roger Casements and Park na Heron will certainly be going on as soon as that flight lands back. Probably tomorrow, I would say, at some stage. What a fantastic return for University of Coventry to get themselves into this position in the first place, to be the British champions back to back, having beaten Liverpool twice, having taken on the top teams in Britain, for the right to be here and coming through games against Loughborough, University of Birmingham and St Mary's, losing out in the Donaghy Cup semi-final last year against my old university, Cloisterware Marino. I mentioned to get themselves here, and they'll head into celebrations during the week, but they won't be too long, because the British Championships will be next week, and they will be looking to get themselves back into more silverware when they head back across the water, as I said, fairly soon. Those of you maybe join us late in this one should mention as well that they're Catherine Hopkins, who is on the bench for DCU, wearing 33. Her sister Hannah has just gone off for Coventry as well, so it's one of those amazing kind of moments in sport where 2 siblings end up on opposite teams. And this one, I think there's going to be a need for possibly Coventry substitution here. I'm not sure. It looks like Caoimhe Cross and fullback, I think, who is down. One of the 2 players who is down. But it looks like there's going to be some kind of change required, I think, in stoppage time here. The game is coming to a conclusion here in terms of finding the victors anyway. We're just before the end of the 30 minutes with the watch stopped with James Mulvehill, so it's just a case of how much he decides to play on at the end. But Coventry have certainly, attacking wise, shown their worth, shown why they've managed to make it here. So it's 1-7 for Leah Conway. Penalty, 2 frees, 5 from play. It's 1-3 from Caoimhe Connor, 1 free, 2 from play and a goal. Lovely goal. Free from Maeve O'Hara, 2 from Hannah Hopkins, 2 from Erin Ferguson, and a point as well for standing midfielder Tara Traynor. And just waiting to see Coventry substitution just to see who it is who's coming on. For DCU, their scores have come from frees, 5 of them from Anya Maguire, and the other 3 points Leah Tyrrell, Isabel Cronin and Aoife Kenny all getting on the scoreboard as well, as Coventry have brought on another substitute here. Just looking to see if I can spot my numbers from far away. But Coventry go on 1, probably last attack here. It's Louise Costello from Roscommon who's come on for Coventry. There's another one of the substitutes up there. Gets hold of it, but it's going to be a DCU free. And it's given away there once again. And Coventry managed to get hold of it, and it's Tara who gets hold of it, Tara Reynolds. Tara Traynor, I should say. And ball back inside here. And again, it's off to Erin Ferguson here. Ferguson across to Caoimhe Connor. Caoimhe Connor into Leah Conway, who's been the star of the show, certainly in this one. And ball drilled across here over the far side. Caoimhe Connor once again, apologies, my 2 headbands were confusing me there. So it's taken in well by Erin Ferguson. Ferguson back out to her midfield number 9, who's Erin Gallen. And Erin Gallen, does she like the look of that one? Well, she showed. What a fantastic score. Absolutely brilliant score. Teed up by Jessica Call, substitute in the move. And that's another fine score. And Erin Gallen gets her name in the score sheet. 2-16 now to Coventry. And it'll just be a case of how much James Mulvehill decides to let time go over at the end. And in fact, that's it. Your AIG International champions for the first time ever are the University of Coventry, who have come across as British champions, back-to-back British champions, and defeated DCU on a scoreline of 2-16 to 8 points. A phenomenal showing from the ladies in blue. Some superb scoring from Leah Conway, from Caoimhe Connor, and from others around the pitch. Leah Conway is the player of the match, and we'll try and get a chat with her as well after the game. But a superb outing for University of Coventry. Stay with us, we're going to have a chat with the player of the match after the presentation as well, so do stay with us here and we'll be back with you in a moment.
Okay, ladies and gents, first of all, congratulations to both teams there on a magnificent performance. I will turn to DCU first. Congratulations on your Lagan Cup success earlier. It was great to have a championship under your belt. Unfortunately, today you just met an exceptional Coventry team, and congratulations to Coventry on your performance. Before anything else, we'd like you all to acknowledge our referee today, Seamus. Show your appreciation for his performance. Before we do our presentation of our new international trophy, I'm going to call on Con, our Vice Chairperson, to make the award of Player of the Game.
Thank you. I think the girls have picked. Okay, player of the match from Coventry, number 14, Leah Conway.
And now could I ask for the captain of our Coventry team to step forward, please?
Oh, thanks. Listen, I didn't actually have time to make a speech, so this is purely off. But listen, thanks to DCU for holding us today. Unreal facilities, and just it's a pleasure to play here. And you're an amazing team. You gave us such a challenge, and you really set us up for our All Britons next weekend. So thank you so much. And obviously the All Ireland champions for the Lagan Cup. So we'll have to commend you for last week as well. So fair play. Thank you so much to the officials, the referees, and the lines people. Like, you were great. Really kept the game a fair game. And thanks to our management, Noel, Mary, Aoife, Beth, Karen, everyone that I haven't mentioned that are back on cover here today. We wouldn't be here without you, so thank you, and cheers to them. So can we just get 3 cheers for DCU? Hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! Yeah, that's for me. Thank you.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Less is more.
I'm here after the game with something that doesn't happen too often. We have opposing Hopkins sisters, one for DCU and one for Coventry girls. I suppose I'll start with DCU first, maybe Catherine, just say, what does it mean to the family to have two sisters in a final?
It's a really special thing to happen, you know. She's in England and I'm here, you wouldn't think this would happen. Fortunately we didn't come away with a win, but it was nice for my mum and dad to come up, being able to watch both of us here today. But yeah, special thing.
And what's it like to be on an All-Ireland winning side and be a British champion as well?
Yeah. Oh, it's a great feeling, you know. Coming over here, listen, we didn't know what to expect with these teams, but worked out well in our favour anyway, so yeah, excited. It set us up well for next week in all British Championships, so excited for it.
How do you prepare at home with a sister on the opposition team?
Listen, a lot of dirty talking was going on behind the scenes now, so, and it will continue now for a while. I have this over her now forever.
Yeah. And do you wish her well in the British Championships next week, or is it still the bitterness after this?
A small bit of bitterness, but it's okay. We're going over to watch her actually, so we'll be there supporting her.
Brilliant. So. Well, girls, congratulations to both of you for making the first ever international final and for taking part in it. It's absolutely fantastic, and congratulations on winning as well. So congratulations to both of you, and well done. Thank you very much. And we're going to bring in our player of the match as well, Leah, who we're going to have a quick word with here as well. So Lee, you're very welcome. First of all, congratulations on being the first ever international player of the match in ladies football. How was it for you as a game?
Yeah, it was a great game. I mean, the girls from DCU are fabulous. They won Lagan last week, so they're a testament to themselves. But yeah, it was a really good game. But the facilities are class, so everything was kind of in our favour, you know, with how good the facilities was to go either way. But it was really, really tough towards the end. So.
In terms of the game, you were defensively unbelievably solid to keep DCU to such a small scoreline, considering the 7-15 they kicked the last day as well. So defensively you were really on song. You had your homework done. Absolutely,
yeah. We were lucky enough now to be able to watch the game the last day, so we kind of knew where their threats and so on were. But the girls are fantastic in the backs, and our two corner wing forwards working back as well. The fitness is unbelievable. So as I said, it was an advantage to have our homework done, to know, you know, because they have savage players. But yeah, the girls were solid.
Penalty save from Anna. You can tell the soccer background came into it there a little bit with Derby and Aston Villa. She's a fine goalkeeper.
Absolutely, Anna is unbelievable. I mean, I've never seen a kick that can go past a halfway line so well against and with the wind. So yeah, she was absolutely unbelievable. You know, when someone's stepping up for a penalty, it's so nerve-wracking, but when you know you have someone like Anna in goal, it's worth it's brilliant.
And Tara in the middle was fantastic. Queen was obviously brilliant, but yourself, you've taken the player of the match for, I think it was 1-7 or 1-8. You have to be happy with that performance yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I kind of have the easiest job, to be fair, in front of the post. The girls do all the hard work to bring it up, so kind of just happy to be able to, you know, show up today. But then obviously you couldn't do it without the girls who do all the hard work throughout the pitch. So there's obviously a player of the match award, but I couldn't have got it without them, so that was brilliant throughout.
And 24 ladies teams in Britain, so many men's teams I've come across, so many of them been over there as well, and Roger Casements do so much work with you guys as well. Be great celebrations in Park na Hare for a couple of days before the British Championships.
Yes, absolutely. We'll try not to go too wild. I mean, we're back out again Saturday. I think we've got 3 or 4 games, and then hopefully into a final Sunday, so we'll definitely do a lot of celebrating with the Roger Casements girls and so on. But again, the focus is next week again, so yeah.
And it's great as well for British football, for British ladies football. I know they've had their times against the champions of Europe and stuff as well, but this must be brilliant to put Coventry so well on the map now.
Absolutely. I mean, we came here last year to Belfast and we were unlucky. We got to the semi-final, I think, of Donaghy.
Marino, yeah.
Yes, Marino Savage outfit. But I mean, it's brilliant just to go back. You know, even just to be representing over here is excellent, but to go back obviously with the win is unbelievable.
That's brilliant. Well, Leah, gorgeous live, and congratulations to all of Coventry. You're the player of the match, and well done to you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So we'll be back very soon with speaking of the Donaghy Cup. We're coming up with the Donaghy Cup next at 4 p.m, so please stay with us for that. We'll be right back in a couple of moments.